So 3, like, wait, what happened?
Even the strip clubs. Listen, we don't even need to go there, but you know what I'm saying? Definitely gonna be spending some money in Atlanta.
Well, all right. So with our first topic, moving from Atlanta, we're gonna fly out of there real quick. So the first thing, that was on my mind that they discussed was the Nick Cannon situation. We saw that Nick Cannon was recently fired from Viacom. They said he made anti-Semitic statements. So from his video, he was on the Cannon podcast, which is his show. He basically said that Jewish and white people were animals. He said that they were, matter of fact, we pull the quotes up for the people. We want to make sure we get exactly what's being said. He said that the Jewish people were the true savages. They had to be barbaric because they lived in Nordic mountains. He said they were in these rough torrential mountains environments, so they're acting like animals. So they're the ones that are actually close to animals. They're the ones that are actually the true savages. Let's just be honest. If you said it about anybody, they're not going to take it well. Like that. Let's just get that out of the way. However you may feel about it.
That's like someone saying that about us.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he would have been the first one taking offense to it.
If you said about anybody, race, whatever race, they are going to feel that way. So obviously, the Jewish people weren't happy. White people, well, they're never happy. But Jewish people were really pissed off. And of course, Viacom fired him. There's been a lot of emotions around that with people. So I'm going to speak a little bit how I feel and let you go into. So first off, I know where his statements were coming from, because I know black people, especially this more than ever, if you've not living under a rock, you guys all know what happened to George Floyd. The Black Lives Matter movement is moving heavy right now. We are basically in a fight for our lives, and that's not even an understatement or joke. We're in a fight for our lives, and we're trying to gain our rights and our freedoms. So I know where the statement came from. Like, I'm not disputing the emotion or how he felt. What I will say is, though, for me, I'm going to speak for myself, if you was to say that about anybody's going to take it slightly. They're going to take it bad. They're going to take it fucked up. So it's like, I can't be mad at Jewish people, even white people, for being angry at it. It's like, you're calling me a savage or an animal, especially the ones who don't act as if you're not a person who is racist. If you are an ally, you don't want to hear that. But it's like if I'm an ally, that's like me being an ally to the LGBT movement, and I hear them say, well, black straight males, they're all fucking pieces of shit anyway. It's like, well, I'm supportive. Like, what did I do to you?
Right.
So I actually understand them being mad. Now, I don't agree with the fire. But I want to hear how you feel about it before we move into that part. What do you think about his statements?
I think his statements were very offensive. Like we just said, whether we black, brown, white, purple, blue, it does not matter. Anybody would take offense to that statement. You can't call people animals. You can't call people savages.
No.
We get called niggers every day. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's literally the same
thing.
Like
we get pissed off.
Just a different term. That's it. I would have been pissed if I was Jewish. But he has a lot of Jewish friends. So I could see why so many people were offended. I mean, he does have so many different races on Wild 'N Out. I don't know if you watch, but I'm a huge fan of Wild 'N Out.
It's a multicultural environment. He tries to have everybody.
He tries to have everybody.
He works in the entertainment industry, so we know it's mad Jewish people he has to work with.
Right. Probably on the show behind the scenes, too. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't agree with it at all.
Yeah, I don't agree with his firing. I don't agree with his statements. I don't agree with his firing, I should say. My thing is, you got people like Rush Limbaugh. You got people not Howard Stern, but who's the dude who called the nappy-headed hose? He just passed away. Don Imus.
Yeah.
You got motherfuckers.
Wow, I forgot about that.
They say all and everything on their shows, and they hide behind the guise of freedom of speech. My thing is, okay, we can't say some dumb shit. Look, two things could be true. He said some dumb shit.
Right.
He don't deserve to be fired. My thing is, so you telling me when we make mistakes as black people, that's how I took it. Oh, so when we make mistakes, we gotta be crucified for it.
They fired him at the drop of a hat. Like, he was gone.
But when white people make mistakes, it's like, hey, sending to a sensitivity class, suspension. That's the shit I don't agree with. I'm like, to fire Nick Cannon is basically telling me we don't even have room for mistakes. And it's like, hence the fact kind of that some of the movements, there's a lot of elements. Of course, police brutality, number one, and treatment and rights and freedom. But I'm just making, that's a part of the movement too. Just us, can we be human? Can we be treated as if anybody else?
Can we make mistakes?
And for Nick Cannon, it gets weird too because I think MTV owns the brand of Wild 'N Out. I think they own.
What's sad is Viacom owns BET.
Yep.
How can you own the only really black television network, and you?
Well, Bob Johnson sold it.
Right.
So I mean, it was black owned. He sold it, and I'm not like coming.
No, I get you.
He'll make it come up. But
Right.
as of now, Viacom owns MTV and BET. I think they own this brand. I think it's part of the contract where they own the name.
Got you.
Now I think that sucks because he built that. MTV didn't build that, but we all know it's not about. Look, the real world don't matter. What did you sign?
Right.
Now, obviously, he must have signed. They own the branding. I guess things of that nature. But the funny thing. That being said, I'm not worried about Nick Cannon.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
Now the people that work for him might not be. Like
yeah.
he said, Nick Cannon. He's on the Masked Singer first of all.
I don't know.
Have you ever watched
I think they
Masked
took him
Singer?
off of that too.
Did they?
I think this was like a look.
Wait, is that under Viacom though?
I'm not sure it's under Viacom, but I think